thank you so much for clicking on this video. So I wanted to make this video because throughout time I have heard this a lot from other people that hey, stop overthinking, or you're thinking too much, or you're overthinking this, or it's not good for you if you overthink. And as a person who tends to think a lot, I feel that these kind of statements from others are really invalidating for me as a person. It's as if I'm doing something really wrong if I am thinking. So if you're also someone who tends to think a lot, this video is especially for you. So firstly, I want to redefine the term overthinking. So personally, I find that this term is used rather negatively, and in my opinion, it's not at all negative. Firstly, it's not overthinking at all. Nothing about thinking is over the top. There is no limit to how much you can think. So when there are no limits defined, why are we calling it overthinking, right? Maybe it's just we tend to think a lot. I personally don't use the term overthinker for myself anymore. I tend to use the term expansive thinker. Someone who tends to think from varied perspectives, someone who tends to incorporate different viewpoints, different suggestions into their thinking, someone who tends to think more deeply than others, someone who doesn't know the limits to where the thought process can really go. People like us who are tagged as overthinkers by the society, I don't think we overthink, first thing. It's just that we just don't know the limits to where our thoughts can go or how far our thoughts can go. That's how I view it. So the term overthinker, for me personally, it doesn't really make sense to me, to be very honest. And I also feel that when a person does not limit himself or herself when it comes to his or her own thoughts and his or her own imagination, it's not really a shortcoming. It's actually a superpower. You as a person who tends to think a lot can think above and beyond other people. And honestly, that is your own uniqueness. That is what defines you. That is a part of your personality, and there is nothing wrong about it. So the next time when people tell you that, hey, overthinking is not good, you're overthinking things, you're thinking too much, you don't have to take that personally, because maybe they cannot really comprehend what thinking a lot really feels like, because they themselves cannot think a lot, and that's why they tag it as too much or over. So yeah, the way you think, the way you process, the way you imagine, especially if you think deeply, you tend to incorporate different perspectives and different viewpoints into your thinking. Trust me, not everyone can do that. Trust me when I tell you this, there are a very few people like you, like me, who actually have the capacity to do this. And so whenever you tend to overthink, I hope you can redefine that overthinking as expansive thinking and not really overthinking. Now, I do understand that thinking a lot can come with its own repercussions. Sometimes we get too lost in our thoughts because we don't know where to go with our thoughts. We don't really know the boundaries, the limits. And there are ways to use that in our own favor and not be drowned by that kind of thinking. It's like training a wild horse. So you can imagine your mind as a wild horse who is on the run, who doesn't know where to go and just running amok, not knowing what to do or where to go. But once you learn how to tame that horse, you can do wonders with it. You can win races with that horse. You can explore territories which are unexplored. That horse is in your complete control, so you can direct where that horse should run. So yeah, our mind is like a wild horse which is let loose, and we just need to tame that to some level. And trust me, with time and with age, I am finding ways to tame my horse. Sometimes that horse does lash out on me, and sometimes it's very difficult to train that horse, but it's a process. We learn with time. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that if you're someone who thinks a lot and gets overwhelmed by your own mind and your own thoughts, there are ways to tame your mind. There are ways to control your thought process and your thought patterns so that you are the one who becomes in charge and you don't let your mind control you. And maybe I can talk about the technique that I use to not be overwhelmed by my thought process in some other video. Just let me know if you'd like that. I would love to do a video on that too. But yeah, through this video, I just wanted to let you know that if people around you are calling you an overthinker and being an overthinker is a bad thing, just know that firstly, it's not. It's not overthinking, first of all. And secondly, not everyone can go to those depths. with their mind. And so no one, absolutely no one, has the right to make you feel ashamed or make you feel badly about something that you can do that they can't. Thinking a lot and having an expansive imagination is a superpower, especially if you know how to control it. And so yeah, that would be it for this video. I hope that this video gave you some perspective on your own thinking, and if you're an overthinker, I hope that this video gave you a little boost of self-confidence and reassurance that you needed. Your mind is a beautiful thing. The way it works, the way it functions, the way it imagines and processes, it's unique to you. There is nothing bad about the way you think. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched till the end, I hope to see you soon. Till then, take care.